allegedly raped 11 women.
The Japanese Bill Cosby. Cut that out.
Next question is, we're talking about third person versus first person, and that's every single genre, not just shooters, which I think a lot of people just go right to, third person shooter, third person. But let's talk about everything, because there's a million games in first person now that aren't just shooters. And now there's, of course, third person's been around since forever.
So is FPS, really.
Yeah, they both have, but with, I think, technology pushing forward, I think a lot more developers are trying to go third person because they can show off, their character they made and stuff. But before we even get to that, I'm going to let you guys speak now because I spoke enough about Spider-Man. What do you guys think, who, in the last maybe, 5 to 10 years, which genre do you think has actually improved more than the other one? Do you think the third-person realm has kind of really improved, or do you think the first-person realm is just pushing the boundaries now in terms of gaming?
I feel like first-person, but first-person has gotten so much more immersive. Like, whereas, if you played a game from 20 years ago and you looked down, you didn't have fucking feet, you were just floating. Whereas now,
It's so true.
But now, when you're playing Dying Light and you, look at a piece of candy, when you click on it, it doesn't just, magically poof in your inventory. Your character grabs it and stuffs it in. They've made it, and, it's so much more dynamic, I feel.
Yeah, in Far Cry, when you actually jump to something, you climb up it with your hands and you feel like you're moving, whereas I don't know if it was like that before. You didn't jump,
or like in the new Thief, for all its problems, it was a pretty immersive game.
Oh,
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
See all the movements.
Yeah, every time you go to pick up something, you see his hand reach out and he'll grab it and he'll knock out lights and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll be that one guy. I think third person.
No, I wasn't sticking up for first person. I was saying third person.
I'm going for first person.
I'm going for third person. I was just acknowledging Thief.
I'm not really going for either though. I'm just saying a lot of third person games haven't really changed the third person dynamic up at all. Whereas first person's improved a lot. Mass Effect, there are a shit ton of really good third person games, but I'm not just wow, this is so much more third person or.
Yeah, but is that the question? Is it which genre has innovated in the last 10 years, or is it
has changed their perspective the most?
Okay, so all right, so we're talking about kind of innovated, but
in that case, first person then. I thought it was on about which was better.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we'll get to that. But
okay.
I still think third person has pushed it more. I know that first person, like you said, Far Cry and all that cool stuff, climbing, it's all immersive, but I still feel the disconnect in Dying Light when I'm jumping roof to roof. It feels cool.
Really?
But it would be cooler if I can see the model doing these badass moves. And some people are, in Tomb Raider is the biggest example. When she's, going through a cave and touching the tops and stuff, I mean, to me, that is like watching a movie. And on top of that, what I think third person's really pushing forward, that's something that first person is kind of lacking, is that I'm caring for these characters. When I play a first person, I still don't care for any first person character nearly as much as I care for a third person, because I get to see them, I get to see how they act, and whether they're properly done or not, you still care more than when I'm playing on first person in Dying Light. I don't know who I'm really playing as. I'm playing as Chris Redfield for all I know. But when I'm playing Tomb Raider, I'm playing as Lara Croft.
I totally get that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah. I just think first person's got better, whereas first person's always been good.
Yeah, in terms of in terms of innovation.
The same.
It's not really a flaw, though, I feel. It's just a matter of perspective. Like you said, you care about the character more in third person because it's more like a movie. You're more detached from them. Yeah. Whereas, when I'm doing something in first person, it's more visceral and fucking crazy. You may not care more about the character, but you feel more like you're the character. So,
which is true. I agree with that, but on the flip side, you say third person hasn't improved, but as it has, I mean, if you play a PlayStation 1 game Legacy of Kain, and then you play something like Darksiders, the improvements in the animations alone is what we're talking about in first person.
Yeah.
In third person, I mean, it's insane how good it looks and or Uncharted or Last of Us, the way they move is so human-like.
Yes.
Versus Legacy of Kain, or older games where they're very stiff still, and I care more about a character that's now, I guess technology-wise, improved because they remind me or are more relatable to me.
Yeah.
In that way, that's just like basically saying, well, because of an increase in technology, it's like, well, now it's more fluid. It's I don't know if you remember the PS2, PS3 comparisons of, it was some like basketball game, but they showed it on PS2 where the character would spin, and on PS3 they would move around more realistically. Mm-hmm. And it's like, are you saying that with the increase in technology and innovation through advancements in movement, that you feel more connected to a character than you would as looking through their eyes?
They're more realistic. Yeah. Because they move realistically. I get it.
Yeah, but like in
first person. Yeah.
In first person, like, it's, as James said, it's more visceral. Like, you know, like, you punch someone in the face in a first-person game like Xenoclash. You punch them in the face. Yeah. You feel so much more attached to that than if you were playing DMC and you slashed at someone or you punched someone in, like, Fight Night or something.
Like in Far Cry.
Yeah, like in Far Cry.
But I think I haven't felt in first person the raw connection that I feel when I'm in Last of Us smashing a guy's face into the wall, or when I'm playing what do you call it? What just came out that had like really heavy combat?
Dying Light?
Christ. Yeah, Dying Light, that's what I was thinking.
No, third person game.
Oh.
It just came out
Saints
like
Row?
a year ago.
No, wait, last year?
Not a year ago?
Saints Row, are you trying to destroy
Shadow of Mordor? I don't know. That's third person.
Okay, well, yeah, let's pick Shadow of Mordor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, in first person, when you punch, it's like you're watching the fight, and it's really up close and personal. It's really cool. But in Shadow of Mordor, you do these fucking awesome finishers. Do you think that first person
Shadow of Mordor is,
could show that off?
I do. It's like, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, right? Here's the thing. In any Assassin's Creed game, right, you know how you air assassinate someone?
Yeah.
Imagine that in first person. Imagine like the velocity as you fall. Like, imagine how much
you can do that in Far Cry. And in Far Cry, you can leap on people like a fucking monkey with two knives out and like slam both your blades in. And every time I jizz. Every time.
But it's like, imagine like, for example, this won't happen, but like in Assassin's Creed Victory, imagine like a first-person mode. You're on top, like, I don't know, like Big Ben or something, and you jump off, and like as you fall, you feel the velocity get like further and further. It's like, things just begin to blur, and you fall on a guy, and the hidden blade goes directly into like the back of their neck. You'll feel every small instance of that. Everything, you will feel it. Whereas in third person, you just jump on a guy.
I guess the thing is I don't think I gotten to the point in first person yet where I feel 100%. The closest I think I've ever gotten to feeling like I'm actually in the game is something like Condemned, and that's mostly because of how hands-on it is in a fist fight.
Well, Mirror's Edge for me, like Mirror's Edge. I love Mirror's Edge, and whenever you're fighting,
I'm too disconnected from Mirror's Edge. It's like
love it.
Here's a big white world with red glowy things everywhere. Immersion.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the way she moves and the way you fight. Like I don't give a shit if it's white, green, red, aquamarine.
Indigo, I don't care.
I feel like it's just that like first person games. Like in horror and in action, they make you more feel more vulnerable because you can see less.
Yeah, so, first-person horror that really works. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
PT, or God forbid, Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, in third person.
Amnesia was scary.
Or the new Silent Hill's coming out is going to be in first person. If you guys,
which will be interesting.
Like I feel like first person is better for like making you feel more vulnerable or for like more intense for fights, but third person is better for like fucking cinematic moments. Like like you guys all play like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, right?
Yeah, I'm always first person in Skyrim when I'm shooting with a bow and arrow because it's just more gratifying seeing it go into the person from first person. But I like third person for the visual.
And I play first person in New Vegas because I like to cap people and see like their heads blow up and stuff.
Do you guys like ever switch in and out? Like whenever
all the time.
Occasionally,
I always like go to towns or just walk in third person, but always fight in first. Just like I think it's just because like James said, like it's so much more epic seeing your character and you feel more connected. But
it's like, especially in the VAT system, you can fight in first person, but the final killing blow will always be third person.
When their heads just turn into blood pinatas.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And it's the most satisfying thing in the fucking world.
I was so mad that in Skyrim there was no gore. Like, you went from being able to, like, stub someone's toe and their entire fucking body exploding to, like, no gore at all.
It's to be more mainstream, to pander to more people.
That's why Fallout is better.
Yeah.